Hello everybody, today we're doing a video for GTA Car Kits and a 2005 Lexus SC, and we're going to be installing our iPod iPhone integration kit. The tools that you'll need is a 10mm socket with an extension, some type of panel removal tool, and a magnet. So we're going to start off by removing these switches over here. If you don't have a panel removal tool, you can use a flathead screwdriver with tape over it. So just held on clips. We're just going to remove it, and there's a clip over here. So it's held on these 4 clips, so you just pull it upward and it's going to come out. The next step is to remove this panel around the gear selector knob. Same thing, we're going to start from here. If you put it to neutral, make sure that the car's e-brake is on. And over here you have to disconnect this clip. Just like that. And it comes off, so we're gonna put this panel to the side. After you remove this panel, you're gonna see these 2 bolts over here, 10mm bolts, so we're gonna remove them after. And now you have to remove this panel. You can put it back to park and turn it off. This heater control panel, so it's held on clips. We're gonna stick it underneath and on top over here. So once it comes off, you just gotta wiggle it around. So it's held on 3 clips on each side. Once you do that, you have to remove the 3 connections. So just press the clip. And the 3rd one. So once you do that, you have to close the cover for the radio. And once you do that, you're gonna see another 2 bolts on top over there. And when I mentioned earlier that you need a magnet, it's to get these bolts once you undo them so they don't fall behind. So we're gonna go ahead and remove these 4 bolts right now. So now that the 4 bolts are removed, the radio is ready to come out. But before we do that, we're going to show you our kit. So you have the module in the middle, and this is what's going to connect to the back of your radio. So you're going to take out one harness that we're going to show you right now, plug ours in instead, and plug in the original harness into the splitter cable. And on the other side of the module, you have your auxiliary cable, iPod iPhone cable, and a port for Bluetooth. So we're gonna go ahead and take the radio out, just like that. And once you do that, over here you're gonna see this connection that has 2 wires going into it. So we're just gonna press on the clip and remove it. We're gonna take our harness, plug it in, and the connection that was originally in the radio, we're gonna connect it back into this harness, just like that. And we're gonna put the radio back in order to test everything. So now that we installed the kit, before putting everything back, we're gonna test it. So on the iPhone connection, we put the Apple adapter. Make sure if you do that, you put the official Apple adapter, and we have here the auxiliary cable. So we're gonna turn the stereo on, and if you're gonna press the CD for the first time, it's gonna take you to the CD that you currently have in your CD changer. And then if you press this button for the 2nd time, it's going to take you to the CD1 option that you didn't have before installing our kit. So the CD1 option is the one you gotta use to listen to your music. So it's gonna say this 4-track 8, and this is where you can take your auxiliary cable in, plug it in, press play, and with the auxiliary it's simply just, but you have to control everything through the actual phone. So if you want to switch songs, and if you're gonna take the Apple cable, this is when the numbers are actually gonna change. So we're gonna plug it in. Just gonna start charging at the same time and switch to disc 1. So disc 1 is the hybrid mode. So in this mode you can choose anything you would like from your iTunes library. Press play, press shuffle, and then just use the controls of your radio to scroll through the songs. And if you go up by this disc up and down button, if you go to disc 2, that's gonna go automatically to your first playlist, disc 3 is your second, and so on. So that would be a good option for somebody who has all their playlists organized. But if you're not, if you're just listening mostly to apps, you just use the hybrid mode, which is disc 1, and listen to your music like that. And the music will be the same quality as your CD. So that's pretty much for testing. Make sure it plays out of all the speakers. And the next step would be to run the cables, these 2 cables, into a location that you'd like. So one of the options that you have here is to, because everything is open, and you can drill a hole into the RMS compartment over here, and you can easily do it through here. If you don't want to drill anything, you can just feed the wire through the auxiliary and the Apple cable wire into the glove box. Once you drop it, there's a gap over here at the back, and you just fish the wire through and have the wires coming out of your glove box. There's plenty of space in this car, so whichever location you choose, put the module closer to that location. So again, this was a video for GTA Car Kits and the 2005 Lexus SC. I hope you liked the video, and we'll see you next time.